Final question or statement for fact or cap here. The Memphis Tigers coming off the surprising, maybe shocking blowout win of Alabama at home. Emoni Bates benched. It is what it is. Simple statement here. Memphis will make the NCAA tournament. Sweeney, is that fact or cap?
It's fact. They will get in. I just think, when you look at the resume, I don't think the losses that they've taken will look quite as bad as they felt at the time, right? I mean, I think Ole Miss at minimum, at worst, will be a Q2 game. Iowa State on a neutral. I think there's a good chance it's a Q1 game. So you really only have to look at the Murray State game as a clear bad one, and then Georgia. We'll see if that's Q2 or Q3. So I don't think the resume is as shot as people kind of think. And I think they really found something against Alabama. Obviously, the scoring output is what people will talk about. They get, put up 92 points. They shoot the ball extremely well, but there was an energy about them on the defensive end that was so critical and felt like the Memphis team we saw towards the end of the year last year that was so dangerous. They were playing a little bit smaller. They had multiple ball handlers. They were aggressive, but smart aggressive on defense. Were able to take the ball away from Alabama a little bit, get out and run, and then share the ball at a high level. I think there was a lot of me first basketball with this Memphis team the first 9 games of the season, and we saw a real turning point against Alabama. Now, I would feel more confident if I could answer this question in, I think, 13 hours when these teams face off when Memphis faces Tennessee in a huge rivalry game. Obviously, if they play well in that game, even in a loss, I would feel much better about this thing carrying over from the Alabama game. But I saw enough against Bama to feel hugely more confident in this Tigers team for the rest of the year.
Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna say cap, only because of this reason and this reason alone. I think that this is still a very volatile and toxic situation going on with this Memphis team. I think everything was going really well. I think they were playing extremely well. Great home environment, big game against Bama. They stepped up to the plate basically. But, if some of those things continue from that Bama game, players not getting shots, players not getting minutes. Yeah, winning is fun. Winning is a lot of fun. Winning isn't everything to everybody, though. There's still guys that want to get their shots, get theirs. This team is still, I think, a ticking time. It could go south really, really quick. Now, if they keep up the way they played against Bama, I think it's a no-brainer that they're a tournament team. But if I'm betting one way or the other, I think that this is a ticking time bomb and that things could go south extremely quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and say cap.
Yeah, that entire game felt like an out-of-body experience. Like, that was not the Memphis team that is Memphis. I still don't understand what happened. I'm personally angry at Nate Oates because I personally placed a little bit of a wager at Bet Rivers, our friends, that Alabama would cover 3.5 points. It didn't happen. I think they're going to make the tournament. I can't imagine they don't. And I want to give some credit to Emoni Bates because he was first team all teammate. I mean, this man was up on the bench. He was high-fiving everybody. He was high-fiving the water boy. Okay. He did his job, at least visibly did his job of appearing happy. I'm skeptical that's going to continue. I'm also skeptical that Penny's going to bench him going forward. I just don't think that works.
That's what I'm a little more skeptical about. I don't think that's going to continue.
It's not. And I still think, Memphis in that conference will win enough games. They'll get in. The Alabama win is huge for resume purposes. I have a hard time seeing them finish like 500 or worse in conference play, which is what I think they need to do to not make the tournament at this point. Now, I think they'll do nothing once they get there. I mean, this team to me is screaming 8-9 line and, lose round 1 before they even get to the game you want to see them play. But they'll make it. So I'm going with fact. Thank you two for engaging with me on a great game of fact or cap.